What's going on, guys? Satsuki the Savage here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Kingdom, chapter 557. My eyes may be red, and I don't know. Every time I make these videos, it seems like I get sick. But I haven't been smoking weed. Don't smoke weeds, kids. I would also like to add, please don't roast me for wearing this shirt. I am a Miami Heat fan, and we got an ass kick. I definitely don't want to get roasted unless you're a 76ers fan, Celtics fan, Cavs fan, Rockets fan, or Warriors fan. You have no right to roast me for wearing this shirt. But getting into this chapter, first I would like to address that this chapter answered the question I had last review, because I said this:
where the hell is Kyoka?
And actually somebody who commented on that last review pointed out to me that in chapter 555 that Kyoka was actually shown alongside Karyo 10 and Shin, but it was a small panel and she was like in the background. He pointed that out to me and I was like, I looked back at chapter 555, I was like, the fuck? I was like, when did Kyoka get in that chapter? But shout out to him for pointing that out to me. But if he didn't point that out to me, this chapter I would have found out that Kyoka is actually active because, you know, Karyo 10 mentioned her. But it's just weird to me that she hasn't had like any like real panel time, because she was mentioned but she was never shown. So that's a little strange. And I should have asked this question a long time ago, but how in the hell is Bihei still alive? They say cockroaches can survive like nuclear bombs and shit, like fires and shit like that. Bihei has to be like part cockroach or some shit, because I don't know how the hell he's still alive. He is always amongst these OP monster motherfuckers and he comes out in one piece. I mean, at least he should like lose some arm or something, because I don't give a fuck if he's really good in that goal formation, you know, when they have like the 5 people. I don't give a fuck if he's good at that. And I think he's a 100-man commander. May be mistaken, but I think he is a 100-man commander, which is like, that may seem good, but considering Bihei has been an original member of the Hishin unit for the longest, it ain't that good. But this nigga, Bihei, props to him to surviving this long, but his ass should be long dead. Reading this chapter, I thought that I may have to rant on Karyo 10 at first, because it seemed like she was holding Shin back. And I was reading it, I'm like, yo, Karyo 10, Gyou'un is currently destroying your men. Send out Shin. Why do you have him in HQ waiting? I was like, what the fuck is going on with that? But then it was just that she was waiting for Ohan to move so he can kind of serve as a distraction while Shin is there for the real attack to go after Gyou'un's head. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This battle between Shin and Gyou'un, if it happens between those two, even if it happens with Ohan and Gyou'un, it should not last more than 1 chapter. Shin has already killed Keisha. Gyou'un is a vessel of Keisha, which means he's under Keisha, which means that Keisha is either stronger than him or just smarter than him. Probably both, in my estimation. Only exception to that whole thing, well, there's 2 exceptions to that whole thing, because you have Shin and Kyoka, and they're basically like the same level when it comes to combat. Okay, so that's different. And then you had Mogu, who had Kanki and Ozen under him, and that's a big ass exception, because those 2 monsters, Mogu should have never had those 2 as lieutenants. But with Gyou'un and Keisha, Shin has already killed Keisha. I'm not saying he should one-shot Gyou'un. I'm not saying a one-shot, but it should not take more than 3 swings of of Oki's glaive to kill this dude. Like, honestly, he should just be done as soon as Shin shows up. I don't give a damn how great his morale is. I don't give a damn. Look at Man Goku. Look what happened to Man Goku. Remember that motherfucker? Remember how he was all angry that, I think was he from Zao? I'm pretty sure he was from Zao. You remember how angry he was about the burial of like 200 or 200 I keep these numbers. It was either 200,000 men buried or 400,000 men buried. Remember how he was angry about that zombie motherfucker? How he was like, I have this hatred for Quinn. Remember what happened to him? Shin just jumped up off his horse and said, nigga, stop. Just, no. So, that morale, that shit should not boost him to the level of Keisha. Shin, honestly, should take this dude out, and I really hope that Hara doesn't use the excuse that Shin isn't used to his glaive. Because Shin has already fought gyou'un, and he went toe-to-toe with him. Now, he wasn't beating him, but he went toe-to-toe with him, and he survived that battle. So, considering that, Shin should be well used to that glaive, at least enough to beat a motherfucker like Gyou'un, who has been noted to be the weakest out of the four. So, when it comes to that battle, Shin, if he battles him, it should be over. Even Ohan, because Ohan is, in my estimation, he is probably the same level as Shin combat-wise. So, even if Ohan battles him, it should be over. You have Chao Garyu, and he was trying to get through Akko's defense, but his forces just kept getting pushed back. Even when they were getting in, they were somehow being pushed out, and he could not figure out Ozen's defense. He was just getting pushed back. But then you have Banaji, of course. Banaji was privy to information by Riboku, he said he figured out Akko's defense or Ozen's defense. From what I'm understanding, they had a whole bunch of people inside the formation with shields, and there were people behind those people with shields supporting them. So that's why the defense was so strong, to the point where when they were hitting them, it just felt like stone. Like they just could not get through that defense. So Banaji, instead of trying to take out those people, he's taking out the support, like the support beams of all of that. And after he takes out the support, it's like all of them will fall. At first, I questioned why Banaji didn't tell gyou'un or Chao Garyu the secret of Ozen's defense. I questioned that at first, but then thinking about it, these four dudes are probably just like Shin and Ohan, where they want all the glory for taking out one of the generals. They want to gather the general's head for themselves. So after thinking about it, I was like, it's fine that he didn't tell them. Essentially, Banaji is taking out the joints of this whole defense, and Akko is currently having to change his battle plan to combat the exposing of Ozen's defense. And now you even have gyou'un at the end of the chapter. He joined into the fray. So things are looking very grim for Akko. Honestly, I'm expecting Akko to die within 2 to 3 chapters, because with gyou'un coming towards you and Banaji, Akko, it was nice knowing you, but yeah, you're probably going to die soon. And I'm expecting Ohan to take over his army if the army survives this whole ordeal. I also forgot to mention that Shin, he is taking the High Hyo unit to fight Gyou'un. And if you don't remember the High Hyo unit, these are remnants of Duke Hyo's army, and them motherfuckers are fierce. So I already said before that Shin should just murder. He should just murder Gyou'un. But now that he also is with the High Hyo unit, remnants of Duke Hyo's army, like no question. This motherfucker, 1 chapter, Hara, you get 1 chapter for this motherfucker to die. All right, 1 chapter. That's all you're getting. But guys, that is pretty much it for this review. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Satsuki the Savage, and I'm out.